Hello everyone, this is High Priestess Tana and I'm back with the other part of this reading. Sorry that part one took a long time to upload, but you know how these things go here on YouTube, so I want to continue the reading. Yes, I had to change clothes because I went to sleep for a minute because it took that long, right? I was already so tired, but anyway, let's continue the reading, shall we? Uh Last time we had Queen of Pentacles in reverse, with the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Five of Swords in reverse. And next we have the Tower and the Eight of Wands. So pretty much, I want to actually elaborate on part one. I didn't get a chance to really do this fully since the camera had cut off. So yeah, let me go ahead and finish. And I actually want to reiterate some things and also add on some things that I picked up while I was in the middle of doing a video. So first and foremost, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, um, I also picked up about not only is this lady bitter, but she's very jealous and she could also be into like black magic. I get that this person is a gold digger, they're manipulative, possessive. This person could also be like some type of sex addict, or it's like they become obsessed with their partners. It's this weird thing. I'm picking up like some type of power struggle with this person. And I feel like this person doesn't really have as much as like how they try to portray themselves as having, like from the outside looking in. Like they could be living above their means as well, and they manipulate people for money. And they're also like I mentioned before, they love having sex, but I feel like they have sex for money sometimes. And this person could also be a mother. And if they are a mother, they're not a really good mother. So I feel like this person needs to focus on being a mother and getting their finances in order and getting their life in order, because they obviously have a lot of insecurities as well. And they've done some messed up shit to people. And that's why the Tower card is here, because they're paying some type of karmic debt for what they done. And it's not a pretty sight. Trust me, you do not want to be around this person while they're getting hit with all this karmic debt and upheavals and disaster after disaster. They could have also had some disruption in their home environment as well. And that's why the Queen of Pentacles is up, well, here in reverse as well. I feel like they're not grounded. They could also be moving from place to place and stuff because something isn't stable. Like they may not even have stable living. I kind of equate this to like an Empress in reverse type of energy as well, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That's just my humble opinion, and that's just how I read. As not only a, I'm not just a tarot reader, I'm also a healer and a few other things. As I like to say, I'm a high priestess, and when you're a high priestess, you basically embody a lot of different energies, and it's not just one set energy, right? So going back to the Ace of Cups, I feel like this person who I just mentioned, this ungrounded, possessive, jealous, bitter little apple, this woman is so miserable and caught up in her feelings because she's still crushing on somebody she could have had like a fling with, or some type of what you call like a fling, or like some short-lived romance, something that happened very quickly. I don't think it really lasted long. I think this somebody who they were crushing over, or they're still crushing over, they have feelings for. But this, okay, it's like this person is like a Nine of Cups to them as well. But I also feel like this is someone who you messed around with, and this same person that they're crushing on could be crushing on you still, or you crushed on them in the past. Y'all crushed on each other, however you want to put it. Y'all were feeling each other. You thought they were your nine of cups. They could have viewed you the same way. But there was some type of disruption here, some type of conflict, some type of revenge that was sought out. And I believe that it was from this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, because this person is very immature. Because the Queen of Pentacles in the upright is more grounded, mature, um, compassionate, nurturing. This person is not a nurturer. But you know what? I think they could have fooled this other person who could have been your person at the time and had them thinking that they were just so much. And I think that's why if your person at the time left you, they went to them and they started, feeling them, having this newfound emotions or thinking that everything was okay with them. But really, this person was your damn enemy, end up being your damn enemy, this other lady or this lady or whomever, because this woman carried a lot of jealousy for you. But I think she learned to surrender because she realized you're not the one or the two to fuck with, okay? And you walked away peacefully as well. You weren't about to go back and forth with this person. You know this person is really emotionally immature. They had it out for you and it failed them. Like whatever they thought was going to work against you failed. That's why they're in the tower right now, having a tower moment right now. And I do feel like things are happening rather quickly with this Eight of Wands here. But I would like to also elaborate on the fact that with this Ace of Cups and Eight of Wands, you could have been in a situation with the person that you and this other lady have in common, and you could have started developing feelings about this person rather quickly, some very deep emotions. You could have even fell in love with this person very quickly because of what they were saying to you. They could have even been love bombing you, because this person could be a narcissist just like this individual. I'm getting that this woman is a narcissist as well. But I feel like there were overflowing emotions, like a lot of text messages, a lot of calls. Everything happened so fast, fast, fast that you may not even saw the red flags with this person that both you and this crazy lady shared at one point. Now we have Two of Swords, and didn't I just say that? Two of Swords and the Knight of Wands in reverse. You didn't see the signs, but they were there. You were blinded by love, possibly, but this person had bad intentions here with this Knight of Wands in reverse. This person was looking for flings and one night stands and trying to sling their wand with any and everybody that gave them attention. And they're just as fucked up as this other person. So, yeah. And I'm getting a lot of emotional immaturity here. And we have the Two of Swords in reverse. We have the Star in reverse. Whatever feeling of hope that you had, any glimmer of hope, you could have lost faith in this connection rather quickly, because honestly, you just felt like you were torturing yourself trying to figure out what was going wrong, why did this person act this way? Why were they doing this? What was being hidden from you? You could have eventually, or you could eventually see the signs, but after you realize things didn't play out, or this already had transpired. But we're going to keep pulling to see what's going on here. Let's see. Holy Spirit, what's going on with this Nine of Cups and this Five of Swords in reverse type of energy? We have the Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you and this person had broken up. Um, it was a strong emotional connection at first, but then the feelings had started to fade rather quickly, because it went from this person making you so happy, like they were just everything to you, like they fulfilled you. by like you felt like you could talk to them about anything. Like they were so open to talk about certain things in conversations. You could have felt like you had a deep spiritual connection with this person. I'm also getting that you could have thought you were pregnant by this person with this Ace of Cups here. I'm getting possibly you could have been pregnant with a little girl if you were pregnant and you were happy about that. But then you realized that this person could have started acting funny towards you, the person who you thought was your person, the one who you had strong feelings for. And you could have thought that y'all were meant to be together, like this was some type of deep spiritual connection. And it could have been, but this person is messed up, y'all. Oh my God. Like, it's like they could have two faces or something. Like, they could be really fake. But anyway, so with this Two of Cups in reverse, I felt like you and this person could have been friends too at one point and became lovers. But along the way, I feel like y'all could have been a good couple if this person was willing to put in the work. But I feel like this individual has an issue with emotional attachment and they choose to walk away and emotionally detach themselves from people once things get, it's like things was going way too good and they had to ruin it. I'm just gonna keep it real. Um, it's like whenever they feel this surge of happiness, like things are just too good to be true, they had to walk away because I feel like they're not used to true love or burst of love. They could have been like falling in love with you, but they wouldn't openly admit it because they're so used to doing this. And you could have felt like some type of power struggle was involved, like you always had to prove yourself during a certain point of the connection. But I feel like y'all were friends and there was some type of disconnection, emotional disconnect at one point. You could have started arguing with this person. Excuse me. It's like whatever you said triggered this person because you could have been asking some serious questions that they didn't have the answers to. Yeah, we had a lovers in reverse. And that's funny, I was talking about being two-faced. I don't know if a Gemini was involved or what, but we have Knight of Swords. They hurried up and took action by separating themselves from you. Yeah. And I feel like they ran to somebody else very quickly. They chose another partner very quickly and they started shit with you. And to me, what I'm getting here is that this could have been potentially some type of soulmate, but I feel like this person messed it up. Y'all could have had the opportunity to be soulmates or heal some type of soulmate connection in this lifetime, but they chose to fuck it up. But if anything, from what I'm getting, this person gives me karmic energy. So, I mean, even though there was potential there, supposedly, this person just was fucked up from jump. And I think they just wanted to go ahead and keep doing what they were doing. The next piece of ass that they thought was hotter than the next, that's just how the way they thought. And it may not even been about looks. Because from what I'm getting, this woman wasn't all that, like, beautiful. Queen of Pentacles in reverse isn't like a beauty queen. This woman could have been frumpy looking, not kept her hair done. She could have not been into self-care. I feel like this person tried too hard to impress your person at the time and it just didn't work out. They could have also been spending a lot of money on your person to impress them and went broke. It's a lot going on here. It's a lot to dissect. Um, I feel like they were just ridiculous. They were ridiculous. And I feel like they were just at the bottom of the trash can, Just like this other person, their personality. Because obviously they were a whore too. We got the Lovers, we got the Hierophant. So clearly, you and this person was in a relationship. At one point, they chose you as a partner. And like I said before, there was potential of a soulmate connection. And it could have been great if they were willing to put in the work and not. Some people can cause things to become karmic. That's just my opinion. Some people could take a situation and develop it because of their actions to turn it into something karmic. Sometimes some things aren't naturally, in my opinion. Everything isn't karmic or bad like from the jump. Some people can turn it into that because of lack of communication or whatever. Not being honest, they could, just basically accumulate, or it becomes a culmination of different things that could cause a situation to become karmic. That's just my opinion. But obviously, there was some type of, it could have been a soulmate connection that could have been present with the Lovers here in the Hierophant. This could have been somebody that you could have had like some type of serious relationship with. I feel like they made a choice too while trying to build a relationship with you, or like by basically choosing to be with other people as well. Like they not only had a choice to be with you, but in their mind they feel like they had a choice to be with other people as well. Even though this was supposed to be, and they said that this was a serious relationship, and they could have told you they felt like God literally sent you to them. And they could have told this same shit to somebody else too. And I'm thinking, did they choose to go to a Gemini person? And also, Hierophant represents Taurus. So you could be a Taurus, or they could be a Taurus, or they could have been involved with a Taurus. But I'm also getting that they could have went to someone who could have claimed to be some type of spiritual counselor, or some type of counselor that had answers from the divine, allegedly. And they could have been getting insight from them about you and them. And I'm be honest with you, you got to be careful when you talk to these so-called spiritual leaders and stuff about your relationship, because some people can fill your head with a bunch of lies. And some of these women, if there's a female spiritual leader or healer, excuse me, or whatever, they can fill that man's head with a bunch of bullshit about you because they want to fuck your man, you know? And I'm getting that if they were talking to some type of spiritual person, this person wasn't grounded. This person could have been very witchy that they were talking to. This could have been this other woman, and they could have been giving them false narratives which led y'all to break up. I'm not even going to lie. Because this damn Gemini card, well, the Lovers, which is also a Gemini card, and about choices and partnerships, and also could be linked to love and soulmate connections, and, just sexual connections too. They could have sat up there and lied. This person could have lied about you and that other person just so they can fuck with them. I'm not even gonna lie. Or they could have did black magic on a connection between you and this person that you were messing around with because they wanted to get with them. And they could have, like I said, they could have been in a relationship with this other person as well. And they broke up, and this person is bitter. They're bitter about the breakup between them and that other person. But let's see. Let's keep going with this. Uh-oh. This was about to fall out. I'm going to take it. The world in reverse speaks volumes. I strongly, because I kept saying that this person, and I named the title for part one as this person is bitter about what's already done. They can't let go and they're miserable basically, and they're paying a karmic debt. So check this shit out right here. This person is not over the ex that y'all two may share. They still think they got another shot with this person. That's why they're all up in their feelings. They're losing their damn mind. I feel like they're severely depressed. They're trying to be controlling and manipulative. I even get that these Eight of Wands and this Ace of Cups could be them trying to reach out to y'all, well, your former person, because they just can't